Hey everybody, I'm new to this. You don't know me. I'm Cody. Um, you know, my friend Mikey gave me a shout out the other day on one of his videos. Inspired a lot of people. I figured, hey, let's give it a shot. Here in 2 days from now, on December 22nd, would be 2 months since I lost my mother. My mom's all I've ever known. Last couple years of her life, she started going downhill really fast because of um, we lost my grandpa, her mom, who helped raise me because my dad left. He was too busy getting drunk and partying and getting stoned, shooting up meth and all this shit. He's a good for nothing. People who have dads like that, it sucks. People who don't have dads at all, who's grown up without a dad and all that shit, I know how you feel. It's hard to lose someone you love, especially someone that's all you've ever known. My mom was all I've ever known. She was my mother. She's the person who raised me by herself. She was in a wheelchair. She was in a wheelchair since she was 13 months old. So it was really hard on her. When I lost my mom, I lost a part of myself. But within these 2 months, I've gotten stronger as a person. More in touch with who I am. Because last couple years that my mom was around, I was taking care of her. I'm 23 years old. You shouldn't have to take care of the person who raised you when you're 21, 22, 23. That's what I did. I would wake up, go to work, come home during lunch. My mom wasn't feeling too good. She'd say, hey Cody, can you come home after work? I'm like, yeah, no problem. I didn't really hang out with friends all that much because of it. But I was still there for everyone who needed me. The thing about losing a loved one is it's a shock. I remember that date. If you wake up and find your mother or your father or your guardian or your beloved or the person you love and you're with, if you wake up and find them, that's the hardest feeling in the world. It was a Thursday that I lost my mom. I remember the day so vividly. It's like I'm living it over and over and over again because of how clearly I remember it. I used to take weekly trips to the hospital with my mom. It sucks. If you have to do that, I feel your pain. But I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to try to help you guys who's lost a loved one, who's going through a hard time. I'm not gonna lie, when I lost my mom, I got plastered that night. I did. That was how I coped with it that first night. After that, I started packing stuff up because I had to move because I couldn't afford the rent. You know, it's just one of those things that you never get over it. You just progress. You know, for those of you who might watch this or see it or something, who's lost a loved one or a loved one's disowned you and told you to go kill yourself like my sperm donor did. If someone told you that you're related to, fuck them. Your life is better off without them. You know, it's hard, but you know what? You'll get through it. I still have mental breakdowns. You know, I probably will for the good 2, 3, 4, 5 years afterwards. When I lost my grandpa, I had mental breakdowns afterwards. You know, it sucks, but you know, people who say real men don't cry, you know what, fuck them. I will admit, I cried like a little bitch when I lost my mom. I started CPR, you know, didn't do anything. I remember the time they called it, you know. And you know, those of you who think to yourself, hey, what if I would have gotten up sooner? What if I would have, because they called it my mom at 11:11 in the morning. When I was up at 6, I looked at the coroner and I asked him, be honest, when? He said probably about 6 o'clock this morning on October 22nd. Sorry about my dog, she's stupid. October 22nd, 2015. 11:11. When they called it 11 o'clock is when I found her. That's never gonna leave my mind. Never. You can wish it will, you can wish it will, you can wish you know, I wanna go be with my mom. But you know, I'm not going to. Because it would hurt everyone that I love, and it'll hurt them worse than this pain I'm feeling right now. You know, it sucks, but you will get through it. I have. You know, I'm 23, I've grown up without a dad. My mom's all I've ever known. If you give me a second. This is my mom. She has a shitty ass smile on her face because she didn't like getting her picture taken. You know, I keep this in my room. You know, people want to know how to find ways to cope. People try coping with drinking. It's not the way. Drugs, not the way. You know, I hate counseling. But I go because I need it. So, I mean, there's nothing you can do to change it. Person you love is in a better place now. Like in my mom's case, she can walk again. She's literally whole again. She lost one of her legs due to a pressure sore that almost killed her. But she is better. She's happier. She can breathe. She can walk. She can run. She can jump. She's with her mom, with her sister, with her dad. You know, I'm going to get a tattoo of my mother. I got one of my grandfather because he helped raise me. You know, he's actually right here on my calf. I know it's not a very good picture and very good angle or anything, but that's where he is. Mom's going on the other one. That's how I'm coping. That's what I have to do to get it done. Losing a loved one is one of the hardest things you will ever go through. Whether it's your mom, your dad, brother, sister, daughter, spouse. It's going to be hard no matter what. But you'll get through it. Because that's what they want. You know, one of the hardest things I do after that is sleeping. Before I lost my mom, I was always up till 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, even though I had to work the next day. Because she would pull her oxygen off. I was up constantly worrying about her. And it sucks. There's not that constant fear. You know, don't dwell on it. If you lose them, you know, I went to work 3 days after I lost my mom. I took 3 days off. It wasn't enough time. It wasn't enough time at all. Because I didn't take enough time, I lost my job. So instead of going out and looking for another one, at that particular moment, I took some time to myself. Some time to dwell. Some time to get my shit back together. You know, if you lose someone, take the time to get your shit back together. And everything will happen. Everything happens. We're all dying. We're all dying. Right now, me talking to you, I'm dying. Every second of the day, you move that much more closer to death. It happens. It's part of life. There's only 2 things you can be certain of in this world. 1, coming into it. 2, leaving it. Those are the only 2 things that is a complete certainty in this life. If you find someone get married, that's a perk. Have kids, that's a perk. But either way you look at it, you will die. And it sucks because, like I said, only 2 things that will happen for sure. We come into this world to live and die. Those are the only two things that are absolute, that you cannot run away from. I wasn't prepared to lose my mom. I wasn't prepared to lose everything I've ever known. Person who taught me how to be a man. You'll never be ready for that. I tried to prepare for it because I knew it was coming. I prepared for my grandfather. I tried. I just couldn't. I didn't want it to be real. So, if you need help, ask for it. If you don't know what to do, talk to somebody. Talk to your best friend. That's what I did. One of the first people I called when I found my mom, besides my family, is my best friend, Letha. She's like a sister to me. Everyone should have one person that they consider family because they've known for so long. And if you don't have that kind of person, find one. And if you lost touch with that person, get reacquainted. Because when you lose someone you care about, you're gonna need all the help you can get. My biggest struggle every day is getting motivated. But I do it. Right now, here in a few minutes, actually, in about a half hour or so, I'm gonna go be working on a car that I'm gonna buy. So what you have to do to survive is push through the struggle, push through the heartache. Don't be alone. That will never work out. So, do what you can. Be strong. Everything happens for a reason. And, there's nothing you can do to change it. There's one other thing I want to say to try to inspire people. If you don't like where your life is going, you don't like the direction it's going in, change it. For me, for instance, I almost lost the person I love because I'm a creature of habit. It's hard to change, but it's possible. So what I challenge you guys to do, if you watch my video, is go out and make new friends, get reacquainted with the people you haven't seen in a while, the loved ones. Go find new people. Get out. Go have fun. Play. Don't just sit around the house and do nothing. Because that would make it worse, trust me, I know. So if you lost somebody, I challenge you to do those things. If you haven't lost somebody, hold on to every second. Spend as much time with them as you can. Because the one thing I regret is that I didn't spend enough time with my mom. I didn't hug her enough. I didn't tell her I loved her enough. So tell those people that you know, that you're friends with, that you're family, and everything. Give them more hugs. Tell them you love them more. Everything happens for a reason. But you're never given too much thing. You're never given more than you can't handle. You're always given as much as shit as it seems, as much as hard as it seems, as much bullshit, as fucked up as it may be at that point. It's given to you because you can handle it. That's all I gotta say. So, like I said, my name is Cody. Like, subscribe, leave comments. I'll try to get another video up here soon. But since I'm trying to get out there and get on with my life because of stuff that happened, I challenge you to do the same. Like, subscribe.